Yokoso! Japanese Quest to it. Welcome to Japanese Quest. That is one of my worst Yokosos that I drew there. I apologize for that. In any case, it is time. Jikan desu. Ima kara Nihongo de ganbarou. Today the journey continues in Japanese and in Breath of the Wild. This is Japanese Quest. I am Akira Sensei, a Japanese teacher in the US, and our current power level on this journey is right here, 782. 782. And rising. Ouija, Jeksash, Minna, Konbanwa. Sa, ikimashou. Hokara ni ikimashou. Let's go to this shrine. We just shot the horn of a dragon to get this thing to come out. We're in the DLC still. If you look here, we are in the bird region. The Champion's Ballad. And to complete this ballad, we must go to this shrine here. And we'll see what Japanese we see there. Today, as always, we're looking for more words in Japanese to add to our power level. We're also looking for more sentences, and I still have haiku up there, so if someone wants to write haiku, you can. Yosh, ikimashou. So I've noticed that I think people can see me. Ah! Rabbit Fire's on. Kochira koso, arigato. I noticed that when I start the stream now, the stream that I'm hosting, auto-hosting, doesn't stop automatically. Like I had to refresh to see it. So you see me, right? Because for me, it was still showing the other channel that I was hosting on my other monitor for some reason. Anyway, Rabbit Fire, konnichiwa. So Rabbit Fire is saying thank you for the follow back on Twitter. Yeah, check out Rabbit Fire. They have a Twitch and a Twitter. They are a writer as well as a streamer. Yeah, I'm still on the host. Yeah, for some reason it's not overrunning it like it used to be. I don't know why. I think you have to refresh it sometimes. It didn't do that before, but the past couple of days it's been doing that. You have to refresh for some reason. If people are watching this later on YouTube, they'll have no idea what I'm talking about, but on Twitch, you host other streamers, so you'll see another streamer on your channel. And for some reason recently, the past couple of days at least, when I start my stream, it doesn't automatically start my stream. Some people see it, but I've had to refresh to see it. I don't know why. Anyway, let's continue. I want to say hello to everyone else. Rapid Fire, Gade, Ouija, Greg, Knight, Konbanwa, Genki desu yo. Minna, o genki desu ka? Shiraberu, let's examine this shrine and let's go see what it is all about. Itte miyou. Shiraberu. Every shrine you need to double examine to get into it. Very tight system these Shika developed. One examine, one shiraberu, not enough, you need two. It's like the dual login system you have on Twitch as well. Frankie, konnichiwa. Kyou wa game shitemasu ne. I guess, Knight, I'm playing a game. Narai o sadameru no wa seishi. Okay, so you need to, like, stillness to make your aim. Jcash says, I had to refresh a bunch. Yeah, I don't know why. There are times that Twitch seems to get worse. I don't know why, because that was never a problem before, but suddenly things like that are a problem. Dude, 170 followers in 50 days, or 1070 followers in 50 days. That's awesome. 50 days? It's been 50 days for Zelda, but this is not the first game we played. This is not the first game we've played. We started with Xenoblade 2 for 35 days, then Mario for 5 days, Harry Potter for 5 days, and this for 50 days. And this is episode 50 of Zelda. Kore nan. So yeah, it's close to 100 days. We're at 95 episodes total of Japanese Quest. If you count every stream, we're actually up to 100. So I did 4 of Celeste and 1 just of drawing a map one time. So it is 100 streams total, but I consider it 95 Japanese Quest streams at the standard time. So we're at 95, I would say. Yeah, not bad, Jkesh. For an educational, super niche kind of stream, I'd say not too bad. Arigato, Jkesh. 100 days of Dragon Hype. Yeah, we're almost up to 100 days. We're up to 95. I'd call this episode 95 of Japanese Quest. But stream 100, because I did some streams on the same day. Kore nani? Let's not be up there when that explodes. Anyway, that kind of worked. Sugoi desu ne. Mahou no you desu ne. It's like magic. Yatta. Yeah, so we are almost up to episode 100, but in any case, episode 50 of Zelda is pretty nice. I never expected we'd get to day 50 in Zelda. I didn't think it would take this long. Ah, anta, konnichiwa. Day 50. It's quite a landmark. I didn't even think it would take over 30, but there's more reading in this game, and there's more game in this game than I expected. I did not think it would take longer than Xenoblade. Ah! Ah! Kore nan? Eh? Oku. Press A for Oku. I pressed R for Nagere before. That seemed bad. That seemed pretty good. Tobo. So yeah, 50 days of Zelda is not too bad. Eh? Anything that we missed back there? Tabun, nanimo nai. I don't think there's anything. Greg says, not sure how that works. That's too convenient. What's too convenient? Ah, kore nani? It's getting weird now. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's just getting harder. It's ramping up. This is getting weird now. Chotto. 難しくなった. I just can't help checking back here. Nanimo nai. 残念ですね. Ittai どうやっていけるのか? How in the world do we get past here? Okay, so これは switchy ですね. So this is a wind switch. It gets turned on and off by the wind turning around. We can do this if we need to. We could also freeze that if we need to. We need to blow that up. Naruhodo. Naruhodo. Knight says, doing RTK stories on the side. Not gonna forget them. Ganbare! Good luck with your RTK, remembering the kanji. Okay, so if this opens here, it closes there. Rowdy Monk, Kitsune, konnichiwa. Daijoubu kana? Yosh! Dekimashita ne. Yokatta. Thought that might be harder. みんな質問があります。今日の天気はどうですか? How's the weather? And if you don't mind saying so, you can say where you are too. 今日の天気はどうですか?ここではいい天気ですよ。晴れです。よっしゃ。あ、宝がない。Knight says, ドイツではちょっと寒いですな。Viv, yeah, this is what this channel is for, is go ahead, ask studying questions, general studying questions. That's kind of what I feel like this channel is best for in a way, is general, how should I study type of questions, because rather than just me, everyone can give their experience of what works, what doesn't work, and everyone has different ways of studying and different ways that work for them. So by all means, any questions in Japanese, that's what this channel's for. That's the purpose, really, of this channel. Greg says, 今日は雨です. So it's rainy today. 宝はないですね. Don't see any treasure. Or, wait a minute. Ah, あそこ. There is treasure. さあ、いらない. Feel like we don't need that treasure in our life. It's probably a bow we can't even pick up anyway. Educational hype. Yeah, that's what this channel is for. Building hype about things that there's normally not hype for. Education, Japanese education, flashcards, all these things that level you up in real life, but normally we don't think of it that way. So Aviv says, when you're studying from the Genki textbook, how soon do you recommend to learn to write the kanji? Interesting question. I'll be honest, I only really used the Genki textbook when I was in college, so I did it as part of a college course. And I'd say in that college course, before we even used the Genki textbook, I didn't use it till my second year. We used a different textbook called Yokoso my first year. So we wrote some kanji my first year before I ever touched Genki. So I'm not maybe the best person to ask. But I would say, as you learn kanji, you should learn to write kanji. Learning to write them gives you a good sense of the feel of the kanji. So if you're learning kanji, and you probably will learn kanji pretty soon in that book, as I recall, I'd say practice writing them at least once just to get a feel of it. I think one of the best ways to learn a kanji is to get comfortable writing it, even if it's only a couple times. For example, when I did the system Knight's talking about, remembering the kanji, I had a kanji notebook where I wrote all 3,000 or so kanji from RTK 1, the first book, and RTK 3, the third book, which brings you up to around 3,000. And the first book I feel like is probably enough for most people, but I wanted to do the third one too. This gets you up to about 2,200 kanji. But for each kanji in my notebook, I would write the kanji at least once. If it was challenging, a few times. And then after that, I didn't write it that much, to be honest. But I would practice it kind of in the air, writing on my hand, or writing on my computer, my laptop, kind of cover, whatever works. But I'd say, yeah, it's certainly useful writing them. Yeah, I'm not saying that writing them is a big focus of Genki, but I think writing them is a good habit to get in for learning kanji. Yeah. I think it just helps a lot to write them to learn them, whether you want to just read them or write them, but it's definitely good to be able to do both. Yosh! Dekimashita ne. It's not too bad. Hai, tsugi wa... asoko ni ikimashou. Let's warp over there. Yeah, I don't know if that's a complete answer, but that's my feel about it. Other people can answer too. If you're using the Genki textbook, anyone who's used that textbook, what do you think about writing kanji? I think in general, it's good just to at least, every kanji you're learning, to write it at least a couple times, I feel is very helpful. Yeah, for kana, absolutely true too. I think those are steps that are often ignored now because you have flashcards online and things like that, but writing, it just helps you retain it and learn it a lot better. The more modalities you can use something that you learn, modalities meaning like listening to it, speaking it, saying it, reading it, writing it, all those different things, the more you can do, the better. No, I'd say Genki is good to start with. It's just, in college, they started me with a worse textbook my first year, called Yokoso. We could have started with Genki, we didn't. I have met some people that liked, since they're not in a college course, I've met some people that said they liked, what's the book called? Japanese from Zero, some people like. But the overall consensus is that Genki is the best. It covers a lot more than Japanese from Zero. I've not looked at Japanese from Zero, but some people like it. You can compare the reviews on Amazon for both. You can see both have value, but they're different. Kore nani? I think this is probably where one of our trials is. Tabun. Not sure. Jump. Jump. Is this the same as always? No, that's different, isn't it? I don't think it always had the Shika emblem there. Atarashi desu ne. Can anyone back me up on that? Doesn't look like it was always there, I don't think. So let's take a look. So Yotsu no Mato. So 4 targets in 1 moment, shoot them. So I'm guessing that's what we need to do right here, most likely. So desu ne, Frankie-san. Sansei desu. I agree with you. Let's get to advantage where we can aim at 4 at once. Ah, 失敗した。残念ですね。Knight says George, the Japanese from Zero guy, is sometimes streaming now. He writes his books or podcasts in general on his YouTube. Yeah, I've seen his channel a little bit, and his books are really popular. I don't know much, like I haven't used them like I've used the Genki series, but it kind of seems like he's competing with Genki on Amazon for Japanese textbook market share. And people seem to find value in both. Ah, PC game daisuki. Konnichiwa. Yokoso. Japanese Quest Toy. Welcome to Japanese Quest. And welcome to anyone else who's here. I am Akira Sensei. I'm a Japanese teacher who is at the moment failing to shoot 4 of these targets at once. Let's see if I can find a better place to do that. But in the end, what this channel is for is learning Japanese from Japanese games. I've taught in the classroom, and now we're bringing it to the, well, Nintendo Switch currently. Ganbarimasu. Aviv says, how long should I be spending on a single Genki chapter, including workbook? I have no idea whatsoever. I feel like it probably depends, like, how long do you need? To be honest, I did the book myself a while ago, and I have taught it, but self-study, I'm not really sure how long you need, and you wouldn't necessarily want to do everything all the time, so it really is depending on your personal study preferences and style. So that one I'm not sure if I can answer for you. Dekiru kana? So it said 1 moment. Guessing that means like in 1 time freeze, but maybe I'm wrong. Shippai shita ne. Ah, shinda. Shinimashita. So Greg answers, I think it depends on the time you have doing a chapter a week. The time you have. Doing a chapter a week would be good, or what I was aiming for when I was doing it. Yeah, it's good to have a perspective of people doing it in the way that other people might be doing it. You know, doing it as a self-study method versus a class method. In a class, I felt like we took forever, but we kind of went slow through it. So to be honest, I'm not sure. But my feeling is, some people plow through it very quickly, so you could maybe do it even faster. It just depends on how much time you have and your motivation level. Oh, this is harder than I thought it would be. What level does the Genki cover for JLPT? The first Genki book, I honestly don't know. Does anyone else know? It definitely wouldn't be N3 for the first book. Because there's 2 books, right? Genki 1 and Genki 2, I believe. I feel like both of those might put you between N4 and N3, or possibly N3, something like that. I'm not sure. Someone else might know better than me. I'm not an expert on the Genki books. Okay, good comment. In Discord, they said Genki covers N5. to most of N3? The first one? Or all the Genki books? Because, yeah, I feel like that's what I've heard for both of the Genki books. By the way, anyone just joining, we're talking about the Genki series of textbooks. You can Google them. We've been talking about it on the Discord today. Japanese Quest Discord, which is linked on the Twitch page. So Genki, this is kind of the most popular textbook series for Japanese, for people self-teaching or people in Japanese classes. I used it in college when I was a student of Japanese. I've also taught with it in a Japanese class. And yeah, this is another one. Minna no Nihongo. This one's also supposed to be very good. I've heard that these two are the best. I don't know much about Minna no Nihongo. Some people like it better. Some people like Genki better. In my mind, those are the... From what I've heard, those are the two best. So yeah, having a good discussion about textbooks is certainly helpful. There must be a better way to do this. Try aiming at the targets under you, where you are standing, and the two in front of you. Just changing directions is kind of challenging. But yeah, I could try that. Stop. Zanren desu ne. Wasting some arrows here, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe. Knight says the only book I've experienced with is Take Him. Yeah, Take Him's is very good too, and it's free. At least the one online is free. I like the raw grammar examples given straight to the reader. Yeah, I've heard Minna no Nihongo is a textbook that's good. Take Him is free, online, very good, and Genki is good too. Kind of expensive though. So you just kind of need to make your, can always use food to replenish your stamina. We could, if I had food. A little bit of extra stamina there. Yosh, ganbare. I think I just need to not suck so much. Oh no, got stuck. Kira, 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 kira. I love the flight range and its sad background music. But yeah, Dark Shibata, good suggestion though. Greg says, I like the Genki book and it was fun in the classroom, but for self-study I like phone apps better for their interactivity. Yeah, I feel like some people like Genki mostly for classroom. Doesn't work so well alone, so people get... I think your mileage will vary. Viv says, how in-depth do courses go in college? I want to start taking them next semester. To be honest, in my experience at least, not that in-depth, at least not in the first 2 years of Japanese, which is all I took in college. But I think it depends a bit on the college and how far you go. Yeah, that's not working better for me. 残念ですね。失敗しました. Let's remember the phrase. Fall down 7 times, get up 8, the Japanese expression. Nana means 7, so nana korobi, fall down 7 times. Ya oki, get up 8. There's gotta be a better way to do this. Didn't really think I'd be this bad at this. The problem is they're not all in one charge. Do you have the straight shot bow? What is the straight shot bow? Kore nani? The bows we have are these. Oke no Yumi. So Yumi means bow. So we have the royal bow. The Ishin no Yumi. This might be the one you're talking about. Because this one does say... Yeah, I'm not sure. Toku no teki. So it says far away enemies. Marude chikaku ni iru ka no yoni. So this one could be good. Because toi means far. So toku no teki ga marude chikaku ni iru ka no yoni. So far away enemies almost like they're close. That sounds pretty good. And that's the one we're using though, right? Whoops. So maybe I should just try to fight her in a straight line more. Zannen desu ne. With great fail comes great fail. I couldn't think of an extension there. Shippai shimashita ne. Huh. Almost got it that time. Yatta. Dekimashita. Yeah, when I stopped trying to, like... I didn't realize it was a straight bow. So I was trying to, like, shoot too high on those faraway targets. Which usually you would need to do. Baka desu ne. Boku wa. Yosh. Dekimashita. Yatta, let's get some hype in the chat for finally finishing that. That should not have taken so long. I was thinking you had to shoot them all. No, you just had to shoot 4. Yatta. Arigato. PC game. Daisuki. Ooh. We got a dragon. The hype is real. The wind picks up. A dragon emerges. Kakkoi desu ne. Kono dragon. Dark Shibata wa Dragon o Shokan shimashita. Shokan means to summon. We now have a new dragon summoned to our party. You can see up there. When someone subscribes, it summons a dragon. So let's bring some dragon hype in here for Dark Shibata with a Twitch Prime. So again, Amazon, for free, has summoned a dragon for us. Thank you, Amazon. And thank you, Dark Shibata. Sa, ikimashou. So McClo says, I have Twitch Prime, or I have Amazon Primes. So that means I can sub with Twitch Prime somehow? Yeah, you can. Can someone, like, link how you do that? How do you do that? What is the link of how to do that? Anyway, there is some way to do it. I'm sure someone can find the link for you. Shit about it. But yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, you can summon dragons for free. It's one of the side benefits of Amazon Prime. You can summon dragons, metaphorically, onto Japanese Quest. In my opinion, that's the true meaning of Amazon Prime. Yeah, basically, if you go up to the top button that has to do with, that says sub, like the sub button, there's an option that should say Amazon Prime. And when you click on it, it's an option, I believe. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can link. I think yeah, you can link. You can link it, Dark Shibata, because I'm not sure what the link is. By all means, link it. I should probably have a bot that links it that says you can summon dragons with Amazon Prime. Don't know how to make bots really, but is that the link? Or is that link just explaining how to do it? Ah, okay, so yeah, that free channel sub with Twitch Prime. Click on it, and you can learn about your free subs. So yeah, click on that. You can do a paid subscription for $4.99, or you can summon a dragon for free if you have Amazon Prime. It tells you how to do it. It's not a link of how to do it exactly. Shiraberu. Let's examine this here. So thank you again, Dark Shibara. So we have a dark dragon. I don't think you can link it once you do it. Naruhodo. Ah, sugoi! BT Sing! We've got another dragon. Suge! Every time I hear that music, it's so kind of hype building for Japanese Quest. We have 2 dragons now. Suge! We got another dragon. So yeah, when it says with Twitch Prime, I think you can click that Twitch Prime link right there, and it tells you about how to do it. So it says BT Sing just subscribed with Twitch Prime. If you click on that link, you can click on that. So let's bring some more dragon hype in the chat. We got another dragon. Where is the dragon animation from? It's from Dragonheart, the movie with Sean Connery voicing a dragon. Awesome movie. So let's sheet about it. And the music, anyone know where the music is from? Asuge! We got another dragon. Amazon is summoning a lot of dragons for us today. Suge! Tsuyoizo! So that's the link. Twitch Prime, Amazon, Maklo, BT Sing, Dark Shibara, summoning all the dragons tonight. It is the power of the Amazon that summons the dragons. Everything is linked. Sugoi. And yeah, by the way, yeah, you are correct, Frankie. The music is from Chrono Trigger. It's, to me, some of the best music there is for all of SNES, and that's the best song in the best music game. And yeah, by the way, this dragon is also summonable not just on Twitch. You can summon this dragon. The emote, all these emotes you can also unlock on our Discord now. And on Discord, not just the dragon, but the other emotes like Griffin you can use as well. So what do we have here? I did not see the name of this place. But anyway, thank you so much for the dragons. Doragon, arigato, hontoni. We got the triple dragon. The dragon hat trick. Let's make a hat on the dragon. Because it's a dragon hat trick right now. Kakkui desu ne. Yosh, so what is going on here? It seems like we might need some arrows, which would make sense because we just had an arrow challenge to get here. I don't want to waste more arrows, though. Shoganai ne. Maybe a bomb can work. Yosha. Hai, tsugi wa doko? So where do we go next? Ah, Knight. Bringing out the winged dragon. For anyone confused about what all these dragons are, and yeah, it's a little confusing. The idea is, this channel is basically a combination of 2 ideas and 2 kind of contexts. Japanese and video games, especially in the kind of fantasy realm. Like Final Fantasy, Legend of Zelda, things like that. And the maximum, the kind of peak, max level for both. In fantasy, the last boss will often be a dragon. In Japanese culture, as well, dating back centuries, the dragon is the top of Japanese, Chinese mythological creatures. So that is why you can summon a dragon when you subscribe to Japanese Quest and unlock our dragon emote. Switch! Konbanwa! Switch-san! O genki desu ka? Good to see you, Switch. Alright, so where are we now? Henna tokoro desu ne. There's a lot going on here. Don't really know what is going on. If anyone does know what's going on, by all means, tell us what is going on. PC game daisuki. Yokoso. Japanese Quest away. So that's the idea. That's the basic model of when we have a new follower on Japanese Quest, we call it a new party member. So we gain a party member, the game that joins us on this role-playing game. Our leveling up on this role-playing game is in Japanese. The way we do it is with our power level, with the words and sentences we find in Japanese. So, yokoso. Japanese Quest away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. PC game daisuki. And optionally, party members can summon dragons if they want to subscribe ever to Japanese Quest. Completely optional, obviously, to help bring hype to Japanese on Twitch and to this channel. Tsugi wa nani? So what do we do next? Light blue elf. Ooh, we got an elf. That's definitely a helpful party member. So we have an elf as well here. I feel like this elf can just like... They can just like fly through this place. They can just be flying around on the wind. Because they're not only elf, they're a light blue elf. Don't have the blue color, but if they're light, they can definitely fly around here. Yokoso! Japanese Quest away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Kore nani? Abunai. Abunai. Light Blue Elf says, this channel is interesting. And then Knight says, it's interesting that without... Or you're not responding to that. But thank you for saying this channel is interesting. Ganbarimasu. For anyone just joining, I'm a Japanese teacher. The true purpose of this channel is not just summoning dragons and making a party. Really what it is about is learning Japanese from Japanese games. And all the words down here are words we've learned in previous games. For example, this word here, Kizuna, means connection between people. We learned that in Xenoblade 2, because you have something in that game called a heart-to-heart. In Japanese, it's called Kizuna Toku, like a talk about your connection with someone else. We also learned this word. This is an awesome word. Magic. Maho. So all these words build up and increase our power level in this language. So it's basically gamifying the language to make it a role-playing game. Through not just the game, we have the game side, but we also have the Japanese Quest side, where you level up in Japanese and you level up also in the game. So it's really about leveling up in both. And occasionally we get new party members, like a light elf, light blue elf over here, and occasionally we have dragons, as you do in role-playing games. Sa, issho ni Nihongo de, game de, ganbaro. Alright, so now where are we? Let's heal, because we're about to die. So the cool thing about this, it says in katakana, maksu. So it's like a max mushroom. Kinoko means mushroom, so max mushroom skewer. And this is the really good thing. Kanzen kaifuku. So kanzen means complete, total, and then kaifuku means healing. So total healing, +4. Light Elf says, Ganbare. Hai, ganbarimasu. I will do my best. So, we have a comment. Let's take a look at it. So, Finder Real says, I watched your very first Xenoblade stream, and I love that you've continued every day since then. I can pretty much... I do want to give a caveat. We've done 5 days a week since then. So not every day, but almost every day. I can pretty much never watch live because of the time zone difference. It's in the middle of the night for me. But the VODs are an awesome study companion. Arigato! I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like the VODs. And yeah, we are almost on episode 100. So that first Xenoblade that you saw, that was number 1. We are now on episode 95. And in another week, we'll be on episode 100. We did 35 of Xenoblade 2. We're on episode 50 of Zelda. And we've made a lot of progress. It's been fun so far. Ganbarimasu, and let's remember what I'm doing here. Trying to heal. Maybe we can just eat some acorns or something. Yosh. Naruto. So it seems like we probably want to bomb that. Nightpire says, reruns worth it again. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, all of the old streams, they are all on YouTube and Twitch. Eh? Ah, nani kore? What, we can't get high enough? Nande? Light Blue Elf says, what anime do you like? Or Maclo says, what anime do you like? One Piece is my favorite so far. It is also my favorite, Light Blue Elf. It's hard to pick a favorite. It's one of my favorite. It's not always the tightest, but overall, I might call it my favorite. Even though an anime like Hunter x Hunter, I'd say, is tighter, doesn't have as much filler to it. But it's still overall probably my favorite. Just in the sheer arc of like the adventure and just the fun of the characters and just the world building and emotions and all of that. It's hard to top One Piece. For me, anyway. Completely subjective, obviously. I understand it's too long for many. Completely understand that. Eh? Koko wa chotto hen desu ne. I have no idea what this does, but let's hit it. Eh? I have no idea what that just did. I hope it didn't get reset, though, by falling. Frankie. Is your name from One Piece, Frankie? I have no idea. It seems like it might not be set anymore. Maclo says, I just started watching anime a month ago. Ah, so this guy. Yeah, that's pretty fast then. Eh? Because it was yellow. Is it still gonna be yellow? Oh no, it is blue, so that is activated. Yeah, in my opinion, having an anime be super long is good. As long as they can sustain it pretty well. And in my opinion, with One Piece, they sustain it very well. Like, shows that I love, like Star Trek Next Generation, I'd be fine with them making a show like that forever. Why not? Anyone know what's going on here? I feel like we probably need to break that one. Ah, that fell. It's not good. Maybe a bomb arrow might be in order. This one has 4 switches to activate? Okay, so you need all those fans. Or you need all the switches. Kira Kira says, yes, Star Trek TNG. Daisuki desu yo. That is my favorite TV show of all time. It's kind of nostalgia-based because I grew up on it, but nevertheless. Ganbare! 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 Baka desu ne. Shogunai. Yeah, by the way, you can find some Star Trek in Japanese. It's really awesome. The guy who does the voice for Data is the voice of Jiraiya in Naruto. Dark Shibata says, would you recommend learning the individual radicals or recognize will learning complete kanji? I don't totally understand this sentence, but learning radicals helps a lot. And if you learn through a system, like remembering the kanji or something, they kind of build it through radicals like that. Yosh. Ato 2 tsu. So I think we have 2 more switches then. Most likely. Dekiru kana? Yosh. Yeah, like Knight says, learning the symbols for the radicals, the kanji, like all the kanji components give you a lot of information about the kanji. So where's the last switch? Saigo no switch wa doko desu ka? It looks like something's in there. How do you get in there? Does Genki cover radicals? Good question, Dark Shibata. I don't know. But I would not be surprised if they don't. Anyone who does know, feel free to chime in. Aha. How do we get in there? Eh? どうやって? Okay, so we're missing one of these jets. Do you really need it, though? Seems like you possibly don't. Ah! Baka, baka, baka. Ochimashita. See, that's why we need our dragons that we summon to pick us up when we fall. We were so close. Not sure how to access that final switch, though. Seems like you may not need it. Yeah, that's true too, Izaki. A lot of reticles are just kanji, so you learn them as you go. Dekiru kana? Shoot between the bars. Oh, can you do that? Ah, すげえ。かっこいいですね。Thank you, Frankie. I think we got this now. Tanoshii desu ne, このゲーム. Arigato, Moklo, everyone telling me how to do this. Thank you. Yeah, backs, like people telling me how to do things in games for this channel, for Japanese Quest, is good. So our main focus on this channel is language. So if we're doing a part that does not involve language, we want to get through it as fast as possible, generally. So feel free to help out. What in the world is all this? Saigo desu ka? Eh? Or no, is this the beginning? Oh no, am I an idiot? Ah, that's where we go. Baka baka baka. Sensei wa baka desu yo. It looks so like awesome over there, I thought we had to go there. Shouganai ne. It happens with language too. Every time I fail in game, it's a metaphor for learning a language. Sometimes you take a wrong path. You learn stuff, maybe somewhat of a wrong way. It's okay though. You can always go back, relearn things, regroup, find the right way. So the end is there. But there's a treasure over here. Eh? How do we get that treasure? Seems too high. Ganbarimasu. This could be going better. Baka bakashi. Ah. Let's regroup and look at some comments. So McClo says, if I remember, you have to go behind the structure and there's a fan there. So desu ka? Behind the structure? You mean behind the structure with the treasure? Not over. Yeah, where the treasure is. Okay. Yatte miru. Okay, so the treasure... is there, I believe. So you're saying there's air over there? Yeah, so does go. Ah, Chigaimasu, that's the end. Still didn't make it there, though. Maybe going from the top is better. The treasure's there. Oh, I do see air on the other side of it, most likely. Yatta. Yup, buddy. Watch, it'll be like a bow we can't even pick up. Goshin no tate. Yowai desu yo. This is like a super weak basic shield. Zannen. And we can't even hold it. Iranai desu ne. Yeah, that's like a super weak shield. Oh well. Yosh. Dekimashita. Thank you everyone for your help. We finally made it through. Yatta. With the power of all the party members and the dragon, we made it. Ah, Aizaki. Konbanwa. Good to see you, Aizaki. Manta Zero. Yokoso. Japanese Quest away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. What we do on this channel is, just like you saw that orb go into Link's chest, that's what we do here with Japanese words. When we learn Japanese words, we add them to this power level list, and they go into our chest. For example, this is what it looks like when it goes into Aizaki's chest. A new word, for example, nageru, to throw around and around into someone's brain. That's what we do. We level up with language, or at least we try to. So welcome, Yokoso, Japanese Quest away. So Aizaki says, the other day someone accidentally called me Aizaki. Ah, with I, like love cape. That is a good name. You could change your name again. I am the love cape. Cape meaning the land form. Because right now your name kind of means together cape. Because I means kind of together, mutual, and then Zaki means like a cape or small peninsula. Yosh, dekimashita. Ah, Frankie. Got work. Oyasumi. Have a good night. We'll be streaming again tomorrow, the same time, 8 o'clock Central Time. Ja. Mata ne. So... oh, nice. Mantix Arrow, thanks for the explanation. I followed you on Twitter the other day as Game Go, or yeah, Game Go Gakuen. Ah, yeah, you guys should check out this person's Twitter. It's pretty cool. They have a quiz on Twitter about games. You can link it if you want to, and people can check it out and follow you on Twitter. It's actually a really cool thing that they do on Twitter. Let me just show you really quick what it looks like. What we do on Japanese Quest is we level up in Japanese, but we also try to level up Japanese on the internet at large. So part of our job is to level up people like you. So this is all the channels we're following. This is what Game Gakuen does. So check this out. They show screenshots from games. And they'll have a blank. You need to fill in the blank. And you can fill that blank in, and they have leaderboards for people to submit answers. So follow them. Follow Japanese Quest on Twitter too while you're at it. Japanese Quest also on Twitter. And so yeah, check them out. Hopefully they can link it. Game Go Gakuen. And if you look down, they have a lot of these they've been doing. They have a lot of content. I believe from the person who's running it, just they've played a lot of Japanese games. They've translated Japanese games. And they show the correct answers too, which is really cool. So for example, this one, the correct answer was what on earth? Ittai. And 92% had it correct, 11 out of 12. This means seikai means correct. Seikai ritsu means the percentage correct. And you can see this is from the game they say too. I don't think they say the game on this, but they say the game on the first one. It might be cool if the game was on the answer as well, because not everyone knows both of them. But anyway, you can click on the pictures. Anyway, it's a really cool new channel on Twitch. Now, I always get them mixed up. On Twitter, so check that out. Game Go Gakuen. Hopefully you'll link it.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
Our power level is 782 and rising. So that power level will go up. Alright, so where do we go next? That is the question. We can erase this. Pino Sakujo. Hai, tsugi wa koko desu ne, tabun. I think we're going here. So let's teleport. Wow, boosted it. Let's warp over there. So yeah, welcome. Anyone just joining. I'm a Japanese teacher in the US. Not a native Japanese speaker, I am an American. But I have translated professionally and taught professionally. Translated into English and taught Japanese in the US at a number of different levels. So welcome. What we do in this channel is we level up in Japanese. We find words in game, in context. We add them to our power level. Our power level goes up. The goal is over 9,000, of course, which is getting to be near fluency in reading if you can have 9,000 word groups. And also today, and pretty much as always from now on, we're also looking for sentences in game. So power level up is one goal, to find words in game, but also you need those words in a context. So we also look for sentences in game, keywords for the game. So that's similar to what they do on that Twitch channel, Game Go Gakuen. And then Manti0, thanks a ton, man. I'm glad you took the time to explain it a bit. I'll go get the link. Yeah, link it. Yeah, what we do here on Twitch is we level up in Japanese on the channel. So we try to level up in the language. But I feel like kind of all Japanese teachers and learners are connected. So really we try to level up everyone who's teaching and learning Japanese. So other streamers who are learning Japanese, we try to host them, we try to feature them, level them up too in Japanese and also on Twitch. So people on Twitter as well, like yourself, who is teaching and quizzing Japanese on Twitter. Our hope is to level you up on Twitter as well, because all of these entities are connected. We are all allies. Minna wa nakama doshi desu ne. So we are all connected, so what we try to do is level up all of everyone, basically. That is the goal anyway. Even if just a little bit. It helps to connect everyone. That's what our hype here and our dragons here can help us do. Alright, so where are we? We just teleported here. Imakara. And this one I think we already did, so we can erase that. Imakara asoko. Oh no, we're still stuck here. Mendokusai. I do not want to melt myself out of here. Let's warp to one where we're not iced in, how about? Ah, you're on your phone. I see, okay. Yeah, check out this link. It's an awesome Twitter channel. And yeah, follow them. Follow Japanese Quest as well on Twitter. With them, you can get quizzes about Japanese games. With us, you can get vocab updates from our journey and other insights from the Japanese we find through the games we play. Also other Japanese trends that you find on Twitch, we tweet about and retweet sometimes. To be honest, I'm just kind of learning about Twitter, but there are way more Japanese people on Twitter than there are on Twitch, so it's a good place to find new people for Japanese Quest. Ah, Boy. Nigero. Let's run away from this creature. Oh no, are we gonna have to do shield surfing? Oh no, we are, aren't we? Boy, let's go. I do not want to shield surf. Shogunai ne. So for anyone just joining, what we're doing currently in this game is, I'll show you. We are looking for this blue portal. If we go through it, we'll find a new trial, and then finally, we can hopefully unlock a memory in this Birdland. So we're in the Champion's Ballad of this game. It's the DLC for Breath of the Wild. So if we do that, we can find a new song, a new ballad for this champion of the Bird Land, the bird area. We're hoping to find some more Japanese so we can find more sentences and words today as well. There's a word. We just picked some Ichigo. Do those things really grow in that kind of cold? Ichigo, strawberry. Let's show how we level up on Japanese Quest. We go to our level up screen. Power level up. You can see Goku is training. This is how we're training in anti-gravity to learn some new words. And we can go to the dictionary here. We can look up this word. Ichigo. Ichigo. There we go. We can see the kanji and the furigana above it. Strawberry. We can highlight it with Rikai-kun. Press C to copy it. Then we can add it to our power level. Scroll all the way down. We started with 1. Our power level now is all the way up to 782. So we can add that there. Ichigo. Strawberry. And I don't think we have it yet. Anyone can find this list. It's linked on the Twitch page under power level. So let's do a quick search to make sure we don't have this word already, because we have so many it's hard to remember now. Let's just type in strawberry. S-T-R-A-W. So we just have 1. Strawberry, just 1. So we should be good. Strawberry. Good word to add to our power level. We have now gained the power of strawberry. The cool thing about this for Japanese Quest, because we're kind of in a game, so the rules are different than normal Japanese study. So not only did our power level just go up, let's make that go up to 783. We've also unlocked this new power of strawberries.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
It says that now our power level is 783 and we have now unlocked the power of strawberries. So now there's a strawberry on the head of this dragon we summoned earlier. Ichigo. It is the Ichigo dragon, the strawberry dragon. I don't know how to properly draw a strawberry, but that is what's happening. So as we learn new words, not only do we learn them and add them down here in future streams, we also unlock the power of the strawberry within our subconscious. So with Link right now, this is what it looks like. Not only do you have a heart in there, you've got a strawberry now. Ichigo inside your subconscious. Why? I don't know, because sometimes the power of imagination can actually help you learn a word better. If you imagine these as superpowers on this quest, on this Japanese quest, perhaps just slightly deeper will nestle itself into your subconscious. At least that is the, that's the kind of education research we're doing here. We'll see how it goes. Konnichiwa. Ah! Abune! Ah, nameless! Konbanwa! Other than this wizard here, yeah, I'm doing well. Genki desu yo. O genki desu ka? Ah! Eh? Shinda. We just got killed. The Master Fire can fire at range. You know that, wizard? Never really used that power in Japanese Quest, though. Ah! Night-san! じゃあ、おやすみなさい。明日も配信しますよ。じゃあ、また明日ね。See you tomorrow night. Good to see you. As always. We'll be streaming again tomorrow at the same time, 8 o'clock Central Time. This guy is strong. Why is this guy so strong? Yosh, 勝ちました。Freeze rod. A freeze rod. Interesting. Hebura-san Sancho. So at the top of Hebura Mountain, no kori o seito shite. So this is that, the top of that mountain, you have concentrated ice, frozen, and it's made with that ice. Choteion, so super low temperature, no reiki. So it shoots off super low temperature cold. Kohani ni. So in a large radius. Hasha suru maho no tsue. So it fires magic, and it is a wand. Tsue. Maho no tsue. And it fires in a wide range. That's kind of a terrible drawing I did, though, so I'm going to erase that now. Komerareta reiki ga tsukiru to kurakesaru. So once the coldness, the magic coldness goes away, then it will shatter. So we have a question? What's the question? Sensei Akira learned using flashcards. I learned better using Japanese and writing. So I use flashcards and reading. Flashcards and reading were the two main sources of a lot of the words. It's a combination of both. But yeah, using Japanese and writing is great too, for sure. I used a lot of flashcards before Anki existed, and then once Anki existed, I used Anki a lot. I recommend it as a spaced repetition system for learning Japanese words, either making your own deck or using a pre-made deck. But then I don't think just flashcards is enough to really do anything. You need to add some kind of real kind of context as well. For me, that was reading extensively online with a reading tool like Rikai as I was learning more words. And then it's kind of a feedback loop. So what I would do is I would read online. I'll make an R for reading, and then F for flashcards. And while I was reading, I'd find new flashcards, which would add to my flashcards. So then I'd do more flashcards, and then read more. And really it became this feedback loop of learning between reading and flashcards with Anki, and then the assist for reading was Rikai-kun, a reading tool for online. So I feel like if you can find a feedback loop like this for yourself, reading, 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 new flashcards, flashcard, 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 helps your reading, find new words you don't know, add to flashcards. This is the feedback loop I did for a number of years. If you do this for 5 years, every day, you could probably start reading a book maybe if you're hardcore about it. So that was more or less the feedback loop that worked well for me. Of course, there's other things too, like listening, watching media, all kinds of things, but that's a big part of it. So Nameless says, can you actually write kanji then? Not as many as I can read at all. I can probably write in the neighborhood of 300 to 400 kanji, honestly. But reading kanji, I can probably read more like you know, 2,500 to 3,000 kind of thing. So reading much better. I just don't write kanji that much. So that's a good question, yeah. Even Japanese people, their writing is not what it used to be. And I just never write. When I do write, I mostly write online. You don't need to write freehand then. So yeah, that is one of my weaknesses, writing kanji freehand. Yeah, definitely shield surfing, isn't it? I do not want to shield surf really, but Shogunite. Let's try a royal shield out for that. Yeah, it's true, Izaki, right? Ooh, great comment by McClow too. I've been reading NHK Easy News. That is a great, great reading source. And lately it's getting much easier. It feels good, man. いいですね. Ganbare. It sounds awesome. Yeah, it's the best reading for learning that there is out there. Google it. It's also linked in the resources section on the bottom of the Japanese Twitch page. Let's see if we can figure out how to shield surf. I'm not sure if I remember even how to do this. Yeah, Nameless. It is necessary to write for teaching, but like I've taught high school and immersion, even in college, really. Like, like they don't learn that many kanji, and they definitely don't learn to like write that many well, probably. So, if you can write, you know, a good 400 kanji, you're fine. At least at that level. You don't learn that much in high school Japanese, to be honest. Like, my reading is way better than it needs to be for high school Japanese. A lot of non-native Japanese teachers that I've met have never read a book in Japanese. And that's fine. They don't need to. You don't need it. Whoa! Abunai desu yo. Muzukashii kore. This is the first time we've ever really shield surfed in this game, so this probably won't go so well. Ah! Baka! I'm forgetting how to jump on my shield. Hayaku. Gotta go, gotta go. I'm glad they're a little forgiving on these hoops. Because this run is not the greatest. Ah! Abunai! Hayaku! Hayaku! Yatta! Dekimashita yo. Yeah, Izaki, that's not uncommon either. A lot of people haven't read books in English, right? A lot of Japanese people also don't read books in Japanese. Just to push myself, I made a goal to read over 100, so I've done that. But my new goal is to read over 1,000 Japanese books. But to be honest, my rate of reading books, now that I'm doing Japanese Quest, has fallen, unfortunately. I used to read about a book a week, but since I've started this, I've only read a couple books in Japanese. It's kind of bad. Yep, I have. I've read Harry Potter. I read all the Kino's Journey books. Kino no Tabi. I highly recommend those. A book a week is a pretty good rate, Izaki. It's not really as bad as it sounds. You just don't find super long books. It depends on the book. Like, Kino's books can be short, so I'd read them sometimes in like 3 days. I read one book just to challenge myself in one day. One Kino's Journey book I read in a day. I read about 10 or 12 hours that day to finish that book. But, for example, I think something like the fourth Harry Potter is super long. That book took me like 2 months or something. So it depends on the book. Ah, sugoi, oki desu ne. This thing's a beast. Dekiru kana? We will need the help of this Ichigo Doragon, this strawberry dragon in here. This place is complicated. Fukuzatsu is the word for complicated in Japanese. I've heard a good English reader should read like 200 to 300 page book in a couple hours. Yeah, it seems like some people actually do that, but I read much slower than that. I think that's a little fast for most people. In Japanese, I'd say I generally try to read something like 40 pages, 30 pages an hour, or something like that. I don't really know. It depends on the book. Sometimes 20. It was much slower when I started. Sunflower Muse says, trying to read anything in Japanese has been painful because instead of translating things back into my native language, English, sometimes I'll translate words into German, which I'm also a beginner at. Also language interference, interesting. Then I have to translate the German into English. Well, then maybe it helps your German. Interesting how language works like that. I think that's kind of the fun of this kind of project, is just how the brain works, how all these things are interconnected. It's a lot of fun, I feel like. What in the world is going on here? Nani kore? Baka. I think we can probably build this under this, maybe? Yosh. But Chloe, it could be that they just have learned German in the past and that's their second language and it's interfering. So perhaps they're not learning both at the same time, but I do not know. Hiraku, let's open this treasure here. Yeah, I agree, Gare. That was a fast rate. But some people read really fast. Hayabusa no Yumi. So Hayabusa. This is one of these bird names that I always get mixed up. I think it's something like Falcon. Yeah, I should just know it, but I get these birds mixed up anyway. Yeah, Hayabusa falcon. Good. Peregrine falcon. Those birds I get mixed up in English too. We don't really need that though. Iranai. Hayabusa. Yeah, also a video game character name. It's always cool when you find a new word that's also a character name. Alright, now where do we go? I don't even know what our goal is right here. Mokuteki wa nan desu ka? Yeah, we added bird words the first time we were in this bird land. I think Hayabusa might have been one of them. Gare, do you remember what those words were? You could show us all what they were if you have them close by. What is this place? I don't understand this place. Who would design this place? Eh? Imi wakara. What are they trying to do with this place? Make some kind of Rube Goldberg machine? I see what's going on. It is kind of like a Rube Goldberg type of machine. So we need to make the jump over there somehow. Dekiru kana? Eh? There's a lot going on right here. Omyoji as witch. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It means like sorcerer, right? It's not a super common word. I'm seeing it in the dictionary here, but that's not a word I've really seen. Interesting that's in Westworld, though. So those are the birds, Gade says. Tsubame, swallow. Taka, falcon. Suzume, sparrow. Karasu, crow. And that last one, Tobi, the black kite. I don't remember learning that one. Daijobu kana? Oh, that was a great fail. Crispy Kutune says, what is the cat's name? The cat's name is Griffin. Griffin. Griffin is the cat's name. Kawaii desu ne. Griffin. Baka. Okay, that didn't work. Yatta. Yosh! Let's get some dragon hype up in here, because that was not easy. Not for me, anyway. Yatta! Dekimashita ne. Ureshi. Yosha! Now we've done all of these, so I think finally Crispy Kutsune says, yeah, Griffin. Griffin is what the cat's name is. It's actually I at the end. Griffin. Yeah, I distinguish too, but I guess it depends on context. Like, I can see why if it was a woman, they just might go with witch in the show. I didn't watch the show. Don't spoiler me, I might watch it someday. Or you can spoiler me, but don't spoiler everyone else. Medo no Akashi. So now we have more proof. The spirit orb of this bird. Medo. Yay, battle time. Kira's pumped. Gambarimasu. I gotta do my stretching. Gotta get ready. Gambaro. Let's do this. Sa. Oh, should I watch it? Yeah, I heard, like, now I kind of want to watch it because I heard now there's, like, a Shogun town. What is it called? Like a Shogun village in the show? That sounds interesting to me. Ah, kore nani? Eh? There's another shrine down here. Apparently. Kira-san, zannen desu kedo. Ah, kore wa saigo desu ka? Maybe this is the final shrine. No, that's a different shrine, isn't it? Because, right, we have to go back to the bird. I think we have to do this shrine first, Kira, before we go to the boss. At least activate the teleport. Yeah, basically, like, 80% of the new episode was Japanese. Eh, so desu ka? Was it in Japanese language, too? Nihongo desu ka? Westworld. Westworld is in Japanese. If so, then I will have to watch it. Shiraberu. Let's examine this. Probably only this episode. Oh, that's too bad. Even the English actor spoke Nihongo. Oh no, now I need to see it. Alright, that settles it. I think I need to watch that show. I saw the first season, but not the second. So you who visits the shrine in the name of the goddess Hylia. Tsuki no Chikara. So like the power of thrusting or poking, firing perhaps. I think it's time to use our old trusty Taimatsu. Wow, we have two of them. It's kind of strange. PC Game Daisuke says, how long had you been learning Japanese until you got N1? Well, a long time, but I took a lot of time off. I took 6 years off where I didn't study because I thought I was good enough at Japanese. I just didn't really care. When I came back from Japan for 6 years, I just didn't really study. So off and on, a lot of years. I don't even exactly know how many, but of like serious study, I'd say around 5 years. And including in that serious study, 2 years of college Japanese, which is not really that serious, to be honest. But yeah, I'd say about around 5 years of consistent study, I would say. And for a couple of those years, like very hardcore. I studied pretty much hardcore full-time for almost a year for N2 and N1. And just Japanese in general. So I don't have a perfect answer, but I usually say 5 years of pretty consistent study. Asuge. And some people take longer, some people take shorter. There's not really, there's not one time frame that works. It's not a race. Like, I've had friends that work as translators for years. They're great at Japanese, they're fluent. But they could never pass N1. And that's fine. You don't need to pass N1. You can still have a great life in Japanese. Other people take N1, and it's like a joke to them. It's super easy. I talked to one Korean girl who took N1, who had lived in Japan for a while, and to her it was super easy, and she's like, kind of laughed at how easy it was. So it just depends. Everyone's different, you know? It's really not a race. You don't really need to take it. I just think it's fun to take it. It's a good challenge. So what are we doing here? I feel like there's something weird with my Pro controller today. There's like a weird directional... Like that's just drifting. I'm not pressing a thing. Not pressing a direction. I don't know why it's doing that. It's the first time it's really done that, I think. And there's no writing in N1, so it certainly does not test you on everything. It says nothing about your writing or speaking. All it says is that you can read Japanese to a decent level for native materials, and you can listen to a decent level with native materials. That's really all it says. But for me, it was a really, really good motivator to push me in my Japanese. Yeah, the JLPT is multiple choice, but just because of that, it's no joke. I've had friends that have failed it 3 or 4 times, and they're pretty much fluent in Japanese. So it's... You gotta read fairly fast, which is one of the challenging aspects of it for a lot of people. Ah! Shua-san! Konnichiwa! O genki desu ka? Ah! Kowai. Ah! Tsuyoi yatsu desu ne. Is it actually worth it? For me, it was very, very much worth it. Just because I wouldn't be here right now probably if I didn't have those goals of N2 and N1. It gave me a concrete target for Japanese, for like what to study, and pushed me along some kind of path that was measurable. And so for me, it was invaluable just having it as a target. And for me, it also helped me to get my Japanese teaching job, and if I wanted to like work in Japan, it could potentially help me get a job translating, things like that. So yeah, to me, I think it's worth it. Is it worth it to everyone? No, not at all. Just depends on what your goals are. But for me, very much worth it to take N1 and N2. But your mileage may vary. There's no need to take any of them ever. You can just take practice ones or free ones too. The JCAT is also good. That's free. Ah! Yokatta! Watashi mo genki desu yo. Good to see you, Shua, as always. Korekara mo ganbarou. 次は松明を使いましょう. Let's use our torch again. Torch is taimatsu in Japanese. Ah! こちらこそありがとう、シュワさん。あ、すげえ! We got another dragon! From Finreal! すごいですね、今日は。ドラゴンの力が強い! We got a lot of dragon hype today. Let's bring the dragon hype. And we see the Twitch Prime link, so if other people have Twitch Prime, you can get Amazon to summon a dragon for us and bring hype to the Japanese language here on Twitch. That's what that is for. Sugoi. Tsugi wa doko? Thank you very much for the summoning the dragon. In Japanese, the way you say that is to summon a dragon. Dragon o shokan suru. Shokan is to summon. Ooh, that's not good to hit a robot with a torch. Yeah, there is. But the dragon in the clip is kind of like a Western-style dragon, so I'm using the Western-style dragon word, which is just dragon in katakana. Doragon. But the Japanese word for dragon is Ryu. Like Ryu in Street Fighter, with his dragon punch. But that's more for an Eastern-style type of dragon. Yeah, thanks for writing it. Yeah, PC Game Daisuke put some good words there. Or do you, the old version of the kanji and the newer one? Ryu. Kakkui desu ne. Bringing the dragon hype. So where do we have to go now? Kore kara dou suru? Wakaranai. I feel like with all the dragons we have now, we should just be able to like burn through this temple. Kore... どういう意味ですか? So what do we do with this box? 違いますね. Probably not that. Nameless. Well done, so you have the word. Yeah, you remember well. One of my favorite kanji. And do you know, Nameless, I have a question for you, a follow-up question. If you add the water radical to the kanji for dragon, do you know what you get then? So dragon plus water equals what? Nani kore? Ah, we can burn those, maybe. Demo doyatte? Water plus dragon equals what? Shua says, burning down the temple is bad. Otera wa yaicha dame. So desu ka? I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. We even went back to our menu now. Let's look at the news. Any new news? Ah, check it out. We do have Hyrule Warriors now available. I wonder if that game is any good. Bakuranを使いましょう。よし。できました。Ah! Suiryu, a water dragon. That works. But the word I was thinking of is, Gade wrote it, Taki, waterfall. Taki. If you add the water radical on the left to the kanji for dragon, it makes Taki, waterfall. Hai, tsugi wa... Ah! Rupee, aru yo ne. Got a rupee. Ooh, takara. Hiraku. Let's open that up. Yeah, in that case, Nameless, it most likely would be Suiryu, water dragon. Chisana kagi. Get the small key. Not bad. Not bad. Tsugi wa doko? Where is the door? I forget. Ah, koko desu ne. Hiraku. Still can't wrap my head around readings. Yeah, that's the fun of it, Nameless. Things you can't wrap your head around are the funnest things in life sometimes. Because then once you finally do wrap your head around it, you make a head burrito and everything inside. Trust me, it tastes delicious. Oishii desu yo. Idea no burrito wa oishii desu yo. Chronologue says it's because my head doesn't stretch very well. Brain burritos are the best. The metaphorical kind, not your actual brain. But when you have a new idea, you can't wrap your head around it. Eventually, you find a way to wrap your head around it. Makes a tasty burrito. You eat that idea. It sustains you. It looks kind of like this. That burrito is taken into your subconscious with a new concept, a new word. Kokufuku no Akashi. So we got the Spirit Orb, the proof of overcoming this trial. Ah, Tote! Konbanwa! Hero! Konbanwa! Thrixatrific! Konnichiwa! That's interesting coming from a Chinese background. Naruhodo. Yeah, do you know a lot of Chinese there? Or do you know Chinese? Because that helps a lot to learn Japanese, that's for sure. Especially if you can write or read all the characters. It's a huge advantage. I wish I knew Chinese. I do not. My power level in Chinese is 5. I know 5 words in Chinese. My power level is only 5. In Japanese, my power level is over 9,000, but in Chinese, I'm like that farmer at the beginning of Dragon Ball, power level 5. Hai, tsugi wa tori ni ikimashou. Let's go back to the bird. It is time. Jikan desu. Ganon to tatakaimasu. We will now fight Ganon. Let's see how this goes. We need some hype for the coming battle. We will need the help of all the dragons. Dragons must assemble. Ryu to issho ni tatakaimasu. My German power level? Auf Wiedersehen. Maybe 1. Possibly 1. If that counts, then 1. Auf Wiedersehen. That's the only thing I can come up with at the moment. If that counts, my power level is 1 in German. Sumimasen, I'm very weak in German. Even though I partly am German, I believe. So that's kind of sad. Sa, ima kara bossu desu ne. It's time for boss. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying, so... Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Hello. Oh, that's not bad. So you who have overcome the trial of the great beast, in the name of the goddess Hylia, in exchange for this spirit orb that you have, we will now go into your memory. Into your memory. So prepare yourself. You must not underestimate the power of this memory. So we're going into our memory now to battle with past memories, I guess. Yosh. Gamarimasu. Auf Wiedersehen. Yeah, I can't say it. I apologize. If that counts as 1, then my power level is 1 in German. Maybe if Hallo, if that counts, my power level is now 2. So that's the good thing. When you're just starting in a language, your power level goes up very, very quickly. So my power level in German is maybe 2, if I'm lucky. But it's very rough. Here we go. So this is now inside your memory. So in front of you, this fear in front of you, you must overcome this wall of fear. So in this battle, this is a battle of your soul, a trial for your soul. You can only use the weapons you are given. Ganbarimasu! Let's do this. I actually considered making a spreadsheet for different languages for Japanese quests, so we could have, like, try to get at least power level 5 of all languages of anyone who comes in here. So we had people teach Russian before in here a little bit, and German now a little bit, Spanish a little bit. So what do you think about having a spreadsheet for just all languages of different party members? Try to get at least power level 5 in each, just for fun. So, like, at least the power level of that farmer in each language that we come across. So that means anyone who's from a different country here could teach us, like, 5 keywords. I think we should do that. I'm in for German, Nameless says. So in that case, we'd have to think of, like, 5 keywords for German. So you'd have to think about what are the 5 words we need to know for our 5 power level of 5. Okay, can we do this? Let's check what we have. So we have 1 sword. So is this Fusetsuha no Ken? It's maybe the reading of that. So wind slash feather sword. So traditional weapon of the bird peoples. We have 3 bows, not bad. 5 bomb arrows, 100 normal arrows. So I guess arrows is what we want to use. Ah! Sumo-san, hosto, arigato. Thank you very much for the host. Sumo-san, just in time for this boss here. We have some food. Again, I wonder if these will make our recipe. You think we can cook right now during this battle? Yeah, probably hello, excuse me, goodbye, thank you, bathroom. Good idea, Dark Shibata, like the basic important words. I think a good idea might be like 4 basic words and then like 1 funny word that someone just picks for that language too. Might be kind of cool. And that could be different for each of the languages. Like a favorite or funny word plus 4 basic words, possibly. Or it could be 6. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. But at least power level 5 would be nice. So what do we have? We have some food, not much. Okay. Eh? Eh? Ah! Genki desu yo! Sumo-san wa? How are you doing, Sumo-san? Good to see you. Good timing. We are on this boss. Thanks again for the host. Hosto. Arigato. Eh? How do you fight this guy? I know that Kira Kira is loving this battle right now, how I'm getting owned. Seems like the eye was better. Mayo Utsu, shoot at the eye. Ganbarimasu! Ooh, that one seemed to work. Hayaku, hayaku. Ah! We'll also get it too slow. Let's remember we can maybe freeze him at some points too. I knew it, Kira Kira. I'm kind of enjoying this boss myself. I like a boss where you can fly versus swimming. The swimming boss, this kind of sucked. Yeah? Ooh. See if we can freeze him. We can, but did not freeze the tornado. Naruhodo. Abenai here. Konoyatsu. Abenai. Ooh. Daijoubu kana? Yosh! Yosh, yosh, yosh. The Urbosa boss is the best in my opinion. Yeah, the lightning one is pretty cool. We get destroyed by it, but it is pretty cool. When you finally do beat it, you get a good sense of beating a boss. Doko, doko, doko. Where is this guy? Why is he so high up? So we should have him almost at a half. So he'll do something different then, most likely. Ganbarimasu. Toi. Kinda too far. Oh, but that worked. Yosh. Nani sore? What do we have here? I don't know what these are. This is bad. Nani kore? Oh. Kawaii. Doko, doko, doko. Where is this dude? Doko, doko, doko. Nani kore? What was that? That was like the... something not good. He died. Fell too far. Got hurt there. PC game Daisuki. Ja, mata ne. Streaming tomorrow as well, same time, 8 o'clock Central. So, hope to see you tomorrow. Ja. Mata ne. Good to see you, PC game Daisuki. Also, I like that you have Daisuki in your name. So your name is educational in a way, which is very good to have around here. Alright, I feel like it's time to use some bomb arrows since they gave us bomb arrows. And we're not really fully using our memory if we don't use bomb arrows in our memory, right? If we only access them now, we can never use them again. Doko, 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 doko. Nani kore? Ah, abune. Yokunai. Ah, doko desu ka? Where is this mofo? Ah. I know, Kira Kira, I was just thinking the same thing, but I think we could do this without Urbosa's Fury, don't you? Or maybe not. But we got him. Johnny. Oh, did that not work? Whoa, 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 why? What? What? Why? What? Why can I not stop time? I don't understand what is happening right now. Oh, are we out of bomb arrows? That's why. Naruhodo ne. Chotto baka desu ne. I'm somewhat of an idiot. Factor that into everything I say from now on. Question everything. Even questions. Yatta! Kachimashita! 簡単ですね。余裕余裕。よっしゃ。The hype is real. Let's bring the hype. So when there's a scene, I will not translate it the first time through. We'll just watch it. But then we will translate it. We will find a sentence today. We have to find at least one sentence today and some more words. Yatta, kachimashita ne. Hype. Yoyu, yoyu. That means it was an easy fight, relatively. Oya oya. 目的は違えど足の向こう先は同じようですね。So even though our goals are different, mokteki is a great word, it means goal. So even though our goals are different, the way that the place that our legs take us is the same. We keep bumping into each other, in other words. もっとも私の場合は足ではなく翼の向かう先ではありますか。So even though for me it's not legs, it's more the way my wings are pointing. Tsubasa, wing. That could be a good word. Do you think we should add that to our power level? I think ashi we have, leg, but tsubasa we may not. So let's look for a new sentence and some new words here. Tsubasa. Let's think about that word. Let's go to our power-up screen quickly. Tsubasa. Tsubasa. And three word, wing. Let's see if we have that. Captain Tsubasa? Maybe. What is that from? Hero. Tsubasa. Let's make sure we don't have it. Let's just type in wing. So do we have wing? We have 4 wings. What wings do we have? So we have wing. And that wing is what? So that is tsugi, which has nothing to do with wings. That's just like a part of a word. And then we have wing for hane. So that's another word for feather or wing. That is not what we're learning now. Then we have ugoku, to move. And it says swing again, not wing. So we're good. Wing. Tsubasa, wing. As opposed to hane, which is often just feather. Tsubasa means wing. I think that's also the name for an anime, isn't it? Tsubasa. Yosh. So our power level went up. Any other words we should add, do you think? Watashi no ba'ai. Ashi de wa naku. Tsubasa. So I follow my wings. So desu ne, yeah. So for example, Shua is saying Tori no tsubasa, so a bird's wing. So on their wing, tsubasa ni wa takusan no hane ga tsuite imasu. So they have a lot of feathers on their wing. That's actually a really good sentence. It's so good that I actually want to add that sentence to our sentence chronicle, I think. I'm just going to copy and paste all of that into our sentence deck and add that. Because sometimes we add things from chat too. That's just really instructive for this word. So let's look at our sentence chronicle here. You can see Surefire X, Shua wrote at 10:10. And all this right here. There's lots of feathers on the bird's wing. いいですね。ありがとう。
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scouter says our power level is 783, but the scouter is wrong. Our power level just went up to 784, so let's make that power level go up. Here we go. Let's continue now. この地方を巡って, so flying around this region, or around this region. 英傑リバルの逸話を聞いてるうちに So as I've been hearing about the myth of this hero, this great hero of this region, his name is Ribaru. And Erezu, yokoso. Japanese Quest Away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. This is a channel for learning Japanese from Japanese games, so that's what we're doing right now, breaking down these sentences. I'm a Japanese teacher in the US, now teaching through games, because that's sometimes more fun than the classroom. Shisho. So he's talking about his master, his Shisho. Shisho means master. And then what about his master? Shisho no. So something belonging to his master. Shisho no Mika no uta. So his unfinished song. Towa betsuni. So other than that, watashi mo kare o hyoge no shitte mitaku narimashita. So I want to express that hero, even separate from my completing my master's song. そこでリバルが操ったというこの真珠、ファーメイドの下で。So yeah, at this divine beast, that's where I want to find out about this hero and write this song, finish this song. ありがとう、シュワさん。あ、これは So this, the one who controls this beast, Medo, the great hero, their story, we're still telling it. That name is Ribaru, the Rito warrior. One day, the princess visited that village, and now let's watch this. I will not translate it now. Let's watch. Yeah, nameless, it's both, 9,000 and 8,000. Oh, so yeah. Daijoubu?
More tornado の中心にうまく乗らないと。覗き見なんていい趣味じゃないよね、姫。
ごめんなさい。村でここにいると伺ったので。
分かってるよ。この間の返事だろ。厄災ガノンの討伐。受けてやってもいいよ。
ありがとう、リーバル。私たちにはあなたの力が必要。
ただし。
Yeah, it is Falco, more or less. Probably less. Kakui. Eh? He's better than us. Umai. Watashi yori umai desu ne.
この僕が援護の大役を仰せつかることになる。確か大麻の剣の騎士だっけ。彼が今の技を見て自信をなくしても責任は持たないよ。
我がリトの英傑はどうやら素直な人ではなかったようですね。So, my champion for the Rito people, I guess you could say he was not the most humble individual. Ikaga deshita ka? So what did you think? What did you think of his song, the song of the great champion? Ribaru. Yokatta ne. I liked it. What did you think of the song? So let's look at that memory. I'll go back to the VOD right now. You can look at that sentence there. Let's try to find a sentence in here. And let's watch that scene and maybe find some words in a sentence in there. A sentence or two. Nice. As I click on this video, it reminds me we're on day 50 of Breath of the Wild. Not bad. Yeah. Alright. Their story. We're still telling it. That name is Ribaru. Here we go. The Rito warrior. One day, the princess visited that village, and now let's watch this. I will not translate it now. Let's watch. Yeah, nameless, it's both 9,000 and 8,000. I will translate now. My past self was lying. Just future self, I will translate it now. Past self was wrong about the future, but about the present, he was accurate. Sorry, that's confusing. Okay, here we go. Oh, so yeah. Motto da. So I need more of something. Motto just means more. So now he's saying what I needed. Motto. Tornado. So more in the center of the tornado. You can see tornado here is in katakana, which is interesting because tatsumaki means tornado. I wonder why they didn't use that word. Umaku noranaito. So if I can't ride well in the center of the tornado, then it won't work. Yeah, it's a weird 3D dragon now because it's double layered, right? Kind of odd. But it kind of works because we have multiple dragons. So nozokimi, so peeking. Peeking is not a good hobby. It's not a good thing to do, princess. So literally, nozokimi is peeping. When you add nante, it can emphasize kind of a negative thing you're talking about. Then he says, ii shumi janai. So shumi means hobby, ii shumi janai, not a good hobby. But in this case, it can mean more just generally. It's not cool. Yeah, it could be, Sigma. I see your comment there. So sorry about that. So at the village, Mura de, place of action. So at the village, I heard that you'd be here. Understood. So you want your reply, right? Taking down Ganon. I'll take it on. I will take on the role that you've given me. Thank you, Ribaru. So to us, your power is necessary. So I feel like we haven't seen a sentence quite like this, and this is a pretty simple one, but it's also very useful. So what she's saying is, to us, your power is necessary. So why don't we add a Triforce here and add this sentence to our sentence chronicle. We can maybe add the whole thing just to give a context to it, because we know we're talking about this hero. Ribaru. So thank you, Ribaru. Watashi tachi ni wa, so to us, to all of us in Hyrule and the royal family. Anata no chikara ga hitsuyo. So it's kind of hard to read because it's in an old video, it's in a VOD, but anata, you, anata no chikara, your power, ga hitsuyo. Very useful word that we hear a lot in Japanese Quest, necessary. So your power is necessary to all of us. Watashi tachi ni wa anata no chikara ga hitsuyo. So if we can add that, if someone's able to write that, we can add that to our sentence chronicle. Looks like Gare has it. Let's check. Arigato, Ribaru. Watashi tachi ni wa anata no chikara ga hitsuyo. Yosh, dekimashita ne. So this is the sound of unlocking this sentence in our subconscious. Let's hear it. Oh no, it didn't work. Did you hear that? Eh? Oh no, I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. Just to make sure it's working, we've unlocked this sentence. There we go. Yosh, dekimashita. Yeah, thanks, Gade. Sorry about that. I was pressing the wrong button. It's kind of a random button I have that mapped to. I'm running out of buttons to map things to on here. Alright, so let's copy and paste that sentence and the time as well. Ima nanji? Juji nijuni. So let's add that sentence. Yeah, I'm glad we figured that out. We need that sound to unlock the sentence. Otherwise, I'm not really sure if we'll unlock in some people's brains watching this on YouTube a year from now. But now that we did it, it will unlock. Because that's how language works. At least on Japanese Quest it is. I think we can probably have the dragon go there for now. The dragon's still here though. Let's keep going with this scene. Oh wow, it's 4:23 a.m. Ah, ganbare. Osoi desu ne. So Tarashi said but. Yeah, it is Falco, more or less. Probably less. Good jokes, past self. Kakui. Eh? Yeah, Link could not do that. Umai. Watashi yori umai desu ne. So it looks like I'll become your main defense. We kind of jumped off the screen there. So the one who is your head of defense is Link, right? The one who has the Master Sword? So if he, kare, him, kare ga ima no waza. So the technique I just did right now, waza means technique, ima means now. Ima no waza o mite. So if he saw it, this is what will happen. Jishin no nakushite. So he might lose his confidence. Very good word here, jishin. Confidence, and to lose it, nakusu. So he might lose his confidence after seeing those techniques. Osoi desu ne. Yeah, Akira Sensei versus Akira Sensei past, present, and future. Sometimes we'll have to do even more layers sometime. So yeah, it's not my responsibility if he loses confidence. Don't put it on me. Sekinin means responsibility. Motanai. So I will not hold the confidence. It's not I will not hold the responsibility. So it's not my responsibility if he loses confidence looking at my skills. It's a very this bird, I forget his name, very Ribali, whatever his name is, thing to say. Let's go back to the game here. Ikaga deshita ka? So what do you think of the song of the great hero? We bought it. Yeah, good words in the comments here. We were talking about how my past self, if we look at these past videos, and my current self and future self can all battle. Genzai, now, Kakko, past, Mirai, future. We can have a battle royale. I mean, that's kind of what you do in a way, right? When you're learning a language, you're battling your past self, trying to improve every day. Leveling up, defeating your past self. Kare no naimen. So on the inside, that hero, uta ni dekita koto de, shissho ni ippo chikazuketa yona kiga shimasu. So the fact that I was able to put his internal self into some kind of song, I feel like now I'm one step closer to my master. Ippo, one step, and then chikazukeru, to become closer. And to who? Shissho ni, to his master. Shissho is master. And then kiga shimasu, just a phrase at the end meaning I have a feeling that I'm now doing something, getting one step closer to my master. Oh. Oboroge nagara de wa arimasu ka? Tarinai shou no sugata ga miete kimashita. So even though it's indistinct, I now am able to see the missing verse from my master's song. I didn't think you'd come this far. Now we can power up your tornado. You can do it, right? The big job of taking down Ganon. Dekimasu yo! Yosh! Eiketsu Ribaru no tornado, or he said tornado, but Mori, like fierce tornado. Ii desu ne. Eiketsu Ribaru no kago ni yori. So due to his protection, we now have this plus buffed version of this tornado. Joshou kiryu de. So with an upstream of air, sora takaku mare, up to the high in the sky. Sora is sky. Sora takaku, high in the sky. Mare, until then. Tobiagaru koto ga dekiru. Tame jump de hatsudo tsukaikitta ato no kaifuku suru jikan ga hayaku natteru. So the way it can now recharge faster as well. Ferocity, yeah, I think it's along those lines. Got it. Yosh! Dekimashita ne. Let's think about it. Are there any more words we can add? We should add at least one more word today. What words have we seen in-game today? We must have seen some in that story. Yosh! Dekimashita. Konnichiwa. Do you have some words for us? This could be a good word. Sunao. This is a word you see Japanese people say a lot. Jishin, I think we have, but you could prove me wrong if you search it. I'm pretty sure we have it though. But I could be wrong, and I've been wrong lately. But this word you see a lot used in Japan for sure. I feel like it's kind of... It's not there? Really? What is going on with our power level? Let's go back to it then and go to our power up screen. I do want to search this one just for fun because this is like one of my favorite words. So it's almost hard for me to believe I wouldn't put it in here sometime, but I believe you. Just want to check. So Jishin. Yeah, it is not there. Nande? Ooh, we should just read his diary now. We will read his diary We may not get to it today, but we will power up here today. So, Jishin. I don't know why we don't have this word yet. We really should. So, Jishin can mean a few things. Earthquake. N4 word. Good word. Jishin. Confidence. And Jishin can also mean by oneself, personally. All of these are common words. Interesting. Confidence is actually an N1 word. It's the most challenging according to these. Jishin, earthquake, N4. Jishin, by oneself, personally, N3. But the one we saw was self-confidence, so let's add that. It's interesting what words I think we have, but sometimes we don't have. There's so many words we've done now. We're up to 785. Yatta. Which one do you mean, Gare? Jishin as in confidence? Because we have seen that a fair amount. Power level is now 785. Yokatta ne. Yeah, it's a good one to add. I don't know why we didn't have it. I'm surprised. I thought we added it in Xenoblade, to be honest. But no.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
So now, let's keep that one in mind for future times. Although now I'm sure I'll think that we added it since we talked about it. Kirei desu ne, koko wa. Yeah, that's the fun of Japanese, right? Well, any language really has them. Cool thing with Japanese is you have different kanji, at least, for each word, generally. I think we will end the stream here. So let's see if I can draw this as I'm flying around. Ashita mo 8 時から配信しますよ. Again, tomorrow we will stream from 8 o'clock Central Time. So I will say, mata ne. Thank you everyone for summoning all the dragons today. Thank you for the host earlier and all the new party members. 今日は楽しかった. Let's make that a ne. It's hard to write when you're flying. Your brain doesn't work quite as well when you're flying. 今日は楽しかった. So let's end the stream there. Let's make this 8 be on something cool. Like the bird here. Or maybe just on this island. はい、ここで OK です. Let's look, who should we host today? That is the question. We must host someone. Let's bring some Japanese hype somewhere. That is what we do. Let's level up someone, if only a little bit, with their stream. And say hello to them, bring some hype to their stream, possibly. So let's see. We've not hosted Hiso for a while. Why don't we host Hiso? They are playing... It looks like they are playing Fortnite. They are really good at the game, and they speak Japanese and English, so let's host them and say hello to Hiso, awesome bilingual streamer living in Japan. Ja, mata ne, mata ashita. We'll be streaming again tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock in the evening, 10 o'clock in the morning, Japan time. Ja, mata ne, 今日は楽しかった. 今からホストします.